Hey, this is Woody, the Unexceptional Gamer, bringing you a game of Team Deathmatch on Terminal. So before I get started on the real commentary, I want you to check out the scoreboard as it pops up here. Do you see how one guy has 4 green bars and everyone else has a single red bar, and then the true connections kind of filter in later? People often ask me how I can tell who's host, and I've made a habit of checking the scoreboard as soon as the game starts immediately. And with that, it gives you a hint. It doesn't always tell you exactly. That one was a really clear example where that guy with 4 bars was obviously host. And what was happening is all the other Xboxes were sort of checking in and pinging back and forth to see how their connection really was. If you are host, usually you have a little longer to join the game because everyone else is still connecting, and your countdown might go from like 17 seconds and instead of 5. And when you check that scoreboard right away, maybe you and one other person will be the only people connected. And there'll be, say, 2 people connected and 10 spectators in the game, as opposed to like what I saw. I'm not hosting this game, where everyone's connected already, and I see us all sort of tapping in there, and we only have 1 red bar. But we're not really on 1 red bar connections. It just takes a second or 2 for the actual connection information to show. And I want to talk this game about doing well in Team Deathmatch when you're not doing well on the stick. So at the time I recorded this, it was my one of the few games I had played after being on vacation 2 out of the last 3 weeks. And as much as I say, look, I'm not a god on the stick, I'm not great, and all that is true, I'm at least average. And after I take 2 out of the last 3 weeks away from the controller, I think I was below average in this game. But I still managed to pull off a lot of good scores. My KD even went up during this batch of Team Deathmatch, because in Team Deathmatch my only focus is just maximizing my kill-death spread. It's not about getting the most kills. It's all about getting more kills than deaths. Where I'm laying here is a great spot to lay. You're hidden, and twice in this game, but lots of times in my Call of Duty time, people don't even notice me when I lay right there. But I make a mistake, and that's sprinting. I don't know why I sprinted in a close quarters combat situation, but it's one of the biggest mistakes you can make in Call of Duty. So I don't get a lot of air support kills in this game, but I do get a decent score. On Team Deathmatch, so your goal is to maximize your kill death spread, and of course there's 2 sides of that, right? One, you want to die as little as possible, and the other, you want to get as many kills as you can. And in terms of kills, to me, that's mostly about making your way to the air power. In COD 4 it was all about getting to the chopper, COD 5 getting to the dogs. In this game it's getting, in my opinion, to your Pablo or chopper gunner. Those are your money makers. So I've seen a trend of guys on YouTube lately who like to post up big games without using Killstreaks at all. And I don't think you'll ever see me doing that. That would be like me playing hockey on just 1 foot. That's not how I roll. I use every advantage and win by as much as I possibly can. I don't care if the other team is a bunch of 10-year-old girls with Down syndrome. I'm gonna pwn them, and that's just what I do. So my class setup here, it's pretty important. I have a class set up just for Team Deathmatch, and you can set it up in a lot of ways, but some of these things are constant. Again, I sprinted, which is a mistake. So you want a silencer on your weapon. A silencer is gigantic in Team Deathmatch, and in Team Deathmatch I don't usually get the long distance engagements that I do in some of the other game types. So the silencer doesn't hurt you as much, and the other thing, it impacts my weapon selection. So I want a gun that kills quickly up close, and that means a couple of different assault rifles. It could be the TAR, the AK if you have it unlocked, or the SCAR. All these things do 40 points of damage up close, and coupled with stopping power, they take 2 bullets. And that's a quick kill. On the submachine gun side, another good choice for Team Deathmatch. I like the Uzi a lot. The MP5 is a pretty good weapon, and the UMP. And there may be other good ones. I haven't played with the submachine guns as much as the assault rifles. But the basic idea that you want something that kills people who are at close to medium range is true in Team Deathmatch. The other thing about Team Deathmatch and getting good scores is Mercenary Team Deathmatch. If you want good scores, then you want bad players. And here's where the bad players hang out in Modern Warfare 2. The game modes are Mercenary Team Deathmatch and Free-for-all. Sometimes I see guys with 2-to-1 KDs that are free-for-all specialists, and look, that's not bad, right? A 2-to-1 KD is strong, it's fine. But having a 2-to-1 KD in only free for all is not the same as having a 2-for-1 KD in the games where there are, the better players hang out. So I was trying to get a good score, and I hopped in this mercenary team deathmatch, and I find some bad players, and I rack up a couple good games. I have another one that's far better than this. So the strategy in this is not so much controlling the map. It's not rushing around, although some people do that and have a lot of success. I like to own my own little area, and the way the spawns work in team deathmatch is you can hit your start button, or not the back button that shows the score, but the other one, and it'll show you the big map that shows you where all your people are, and they're spawning where your people are not. So look for a cluster, and if you guys are kind of on the right side of the map, they'll be spawning on the left. And if you pay attention to where you spawn when you play this game, then that'll help you a lot, and you'll know like what the spawn points are and where they're going to pop up. So watch my aim after this predator here. It's funny. It's just absolutely brutal. But if you can succeed in this game by playing smart and aiming like that, then every one of you guys can pull off 10-to-1 KDs and better on a regular basis. This game was on the edge of being a good one. I had a Harrier in my pocket when I died, so I didn't quite get to my moneymaker. I've got a Harrier pretty much in my pocket right here, and the game-winning kill is coming up. So it's too bad. Had this game gone on for more kills, I might have posted up a pretty cool score, but as it is, look, don't let me kid you, 10-to-1 is a good game for me. But let's cover what we learned. At the very beginning, you can tell if you're host by checking the scoreboard immediately, and more than half the time you'll see who the host is. Claymores, Stopping Power, Ninja Pro, and Scavenger Pro. A silenced weapon that does well up close, which includes most of the submachine guns, the TAR, the AK, and the SCAR. So, and the other thing, the game modes with weaker players are free-for-all and mercenary team deathmatch. So use those setups, control a little area, protect yourself with the claymore so you don't get flanked, and you should be able to go 10-to-1 on team deathmatch in mercenary mode. So try it out, enjoy, and go get some.